All right. It's a good spot to prop, okay. Give this a couple minutes, waiting for people to show up. Let's see here. Ooh, this is dangerously close to the computer. Okay. Just waiting for some people to start coming, and then we will go from there. Yes. Also, do let me know if it starts to buffer, because I'm in my room, and sometimes when I'm in my room, the connection isn't that great. So yeah, let me know. And oh no, oh gosh, is it doing it already? Okay, well, definitely let me know if it starts to buffer at any point, because then I will transfer to another room, but hopefully not too bad. But I'm going to share this on the community tab, and then I'm going to tweet out the link, and then we'll go. So just give me a second here. We're live. Come join us if you can. Oop. Okay, and then twitter.com. Yeah, okay. We're live. Join us here. That'd be like really awkward if I like tweeted out the wrong link, you know? It's like a link to a completely different video. Okay. There we go. We're good. Okay. Well, here we are on a Sunday evening doing it. Let's see who's here. Jennifer Satterfield. Hey, Queen. Hello, Jennifer. Andra Supreme. I am so bored. Devin Munn. Heyo. Diamond XENAXXL. Hey. Have you been in a live stream before, Diamond? I feel like there's been someone. Your username sounds familiar. Nikita Ray, my good sister Sheffield is in the building. Wow, Steffi. It's okay, Nikita. I'll just forget that ever happened. Andra Supreme, I am hungry. Patricia de Aza, hello. Ate Steffi. Keen Lagerfeld, hey Steffi. Fred P, hey. All right, well, how are you guys this Sunday evening? It's been, we didn't do a live stream last week, so it's been a minute since we've done a live stream. So how have you guys been? I've been good. I hope you guys have been good. Sydney is here. Sydney Calt. Hi. Hi, Sydney. So I thought, again, if you haven't seen a live stream before, what I used to do not a long time ago, but what I used to do for my live streams was I used to just like read every single person's comment and like for an hour, and that's pretty much what it would be. But more recently, I've been doing live streams that are more topic oriented, and I asked you guys on Friday, and then yesterday, wait, no, I asked you on Friday, and then I also asked you again earlier today to send me topics to talk about. So we have some topics here that we can discuss. So I guess we can get into that in a minute. Let's see here. Nikita Ray, been crying every day, all day, awaiting your return. Andra Supreme, no TV shows to watch. Vincent, Lucia, hi. Andra Supreme, AHS 1973. I believe it's 1984, right? I don't think you have the right year there, but it's okay. Okay, well, I guess we could get into our first topic then. Let's see here. So let's start from bottom up. Okay, so Fairly Literary submitted a question and asked, "Are you reading anything or recommend reading?" Well, this is going to be a fairly short portion of short segment of the podcast because I am currently not reading anything. So I can't I have nothing to add to that. However, there is a movie that is coming out I believe in September called I think it's called The Goldfinch or The Golden Finch. It stars Ansel Elgort, Nicole Kidman, Sarah Paulson I know is in it, Finn Wolfhard is in it, and a couple other people, but that movie that's coming out is apparently based on a book, and I believe that book won the Pulitzer Prize. Anyway, I'm actually really interested to read that book, and it's really rare for me to, because I feel like a lot of movies nowadays are based off of books. It's really rare for me to like say, I really want to read that book first before watching that movie, but for some reason when I watched the trailer, I was like, I really want to read that book. So that may be a potential book that I will be reading. I don't know if that's going to pan out, but um in terms of like any books I recommend reading, gosh, I mean, this is probably really like embarrassing to admit, but I haven't read like a book in a while. Not because, I mean, I find myself when I read things, it'll more so be like articles online. So, I mean, that's not the same as like reading a book, but I do read. But in terms of like a book that I would recommend reading, a book, I would say this is my favorite book I've ever read, is a book called One Day by David Nichols, and it was actually made into a movie starring Anne Hathaway and Jim Sturgis. The movie is awful, but the book is really, really, really great. So I would recommend reading that. I mean, short synopsis of the book is it basically follows the lives of two friends named Emily and Dax. No, Emily and Max, sorry. Emily and Max. And but what's really cool about the conceit of this book is that every chapter is a new year, but it's like the same day. So like chapter 1 would be like August 7th, 1985. And then chapter 2 would be August 7th, 1986. And sometimes each chapter would like, and sometimes like the chapter would like change perspective. So you'll see like that day of the year from Emily's perspective, and then the next chapter would be the same year, but like what Max was doing. And sometimes they're together and sometimes they're apart. So it's just really cool to see how like their lives evolve over time and how their relationship with one another evolves over time. It's a really, really like, it's a really, really great book. And there's like something that happens in the book and I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I can't recommend that book enough. It's called One Day by David Nichols. Again, it was made into a movie starring Anne Hathaway and Jim Sturgis, but the movie like was not very good. So I would just recommend reading the book at least. Let's see here. What are you guys talking about here? Devin Munn, I'm in the midst of several shows and I commented on a recent video from binge watchers and someone responded to my comment saying that they were jealous because they watched them while they aired. LOL. Julia Roberts, I wish I would have thought to save all my movie tickets. I just throw them everywhere. Oh yeah. So I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but the other day I like posted like a little story that I save, that ever since I've like turned 20, I've essentially been saving all of my movie ticket stubs like in a pile. So wait, let me get it. It's like right there. Okay, so this is like the pile of like tickets from every single time I've been to the movies. The only time, except like obviously Netflix doesn't count, but the only ticket that I'm really missing is my Mamma Mia 2 Here We Go Again. For some reason I lost that. So I'm kind of like sad that I lost one, but I've kept every single ticket. And I would also put like an addendum that there were some movies that I saw more than once, and sometimes I kept that ticket and sometimes I didn't. but for the most part, they're all here. And I posted on my Instagram story that, oh, this is something that I collect. What do you guys collect anything? And I got some really interesting responses. So I got some responses of people saying that they save tickets from like there was one that was like, I save all my plane tickets ever since like 2007. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. A popular one was like concert tickets. And actually, Nikita Ray, who's I know in the chat, he has like an official booklet where it was like, it's like a scrapbook specifically made for saving concert tickets. And the organization is beyond. He even saved like the confetti and like, I don't know, things that fell from the sky during the concert. So like, that's really, really cool. And I kind of like, I know I have my concert tickets. I haven't been to as many concert tickets as him, but I know I have them. I just need to like preserve it in a really nice way. So concert tickets was another popular one. Someone said train tickets, which I thought was really interesting. Maybe for me, it's just really interesting because I live in California and it's like a more like a normal, like people take trains, but a more normal mode of transportation is just like driving in your car. So I just thought that was really cool that someone saved train tickets. Books was another popular one. I know Julia Roberts, who's in the chat here, collects books, so I thought that was really cool. So yeah, apparently, oh, and then another person said Justin. I don't think he's in the chat right now, but Justin said he saves bookmarks, which I was like, okay, bookmarks. So yeah, apparently, you know, collecting and saving things is not a weird thing. Something that I really want to get into is I really want to get into collecting and saving like different forms of music. So like I want to say, like I want to start collecting, because you know, we're in the age of streaming now, so I think it's really rare for anyone to have a tangible copy of something unless like you are a fan of that artist and you will go out of your way to get that thing. But I really want to start like tracking down cassette tapes, CDs, and obviously vinyls. So that's something I want to get into collecting. However, I'm poor, so do not have the money for that right now, but eventually one day that's something I would hope to get into. Wow, that turned into a very long tangent, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, Julia Roberts' Goldfinch is an award-winning book. It's huge. Fred P, I'm planning on reading The Goldfinch, but it's a huge book, so we'll see. Devin Munn at Fred P, yeah, I want to read the book too. Stefan, hey girl, I'm here. All I gotta say is yes, cakey bitch. Oh my god. That was like the iconic quote of that video. Patricia De Aza, what is your thought about people who are judging Whitney's movements and actions and they always think she's high because her actions and movements? I mean, I know there's a tendency for people to do that when it comes to Whitney, and I mean, I personally don't like doing that. I mean, people are free to do whatever they want. I think there's more to, when watching a Whitney Houston related video, there's more that you could gain from that video versus trying to determine, is she high or not? So that's all I have to say about that. Devin Munn, I've seen that book around. Let's see here. Vincent, my sister and I just started senior year of high school on Wednesday. We already finished our first week. Well, congratulations on your senior year. That's amazing. Jordan MacArthur, hello. Stefan, Vincenzio's senior year is a blast. Patricia De Aza, some movie adaptations of book. The book is great, but the movie was bad. But there is some movie adaptations are great movies, same as the book. Devin Munn at Patricia De Aza, tell me my all-time favorite book was adapted and the movie fell flat. The obvious Ninja Poof, hi. Patricia De Aza showed the Whitney documentary movie ticket. Okay, sure. So this is like really the Whitney movie that came out last year. I saw that movie a ridiculous amount of times. I think I saw, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well, I technically saw it 6 times at the movie theaters, but I remember there was one time when I saw it, their ticket dispenser wasn't working, which kind of pissed me off because I was like, I wanted a copy of all of my tickets. But let's see here. So yes, here they are. These are all the tickets. These are all the times I saw the Whitney movie. Let's see, Nikita Ray, besides tickets, I've got a ton of books, movies, CDs, Funko Pops, LOL. Gemini, OMG was supposed to get off at 1 a.m., but I got done early. Oh, the Lord keeps getting me in time for these streams. The obvious ninja proof, I'm going to Greece. Oh, so jealous. I wish I was going to Greece. Stefan, I have a collection of over 400 DVDs. Wow. That's amazing. Let's see here. Oh gosh, I lost my place. Gemini, I keep all my receipts, but that's because I'm broke and never too good to utilize a return policy, LOL. JJ, I want to get into collecting and saving my money. 20-something issues, yeah. JJ, that should be the real thing I'm collecting and saving is the money. The obvious ninja proof, oh, and I collect anime posters and clothing. Stefan at Gemini, show me the receipts. Geek with glasses, I play Dungeons and Dragons, so I collect a bunch of dice. They make really pretty ones and dice are surprisingly expensive. Diamond, have you seen the show Scam? No, I haven't. Patricia also, last time I went to a vinyl store and I found Whitney Houston debut album, US release, and the Bodyguard soundtrack Japan release. Oh, that's really cool. Gemini at Stefan, literally, LOL, I have them all. The obvious ninja proof, I sometimes collect 1980s stuff. It's nice. Julia Roberts, I have all of Drake's albums except Scorpion and Beyonce's Up to 4. I used to love buying everything of people I like, then it got expensive. Yeah. That's why when I have more of like a disposable income of some sort, then that's when I'll be like, ooh, I want to collect that. Nikita Ray, I buy vinyls for my absolute favorite albums since they're so expensive. Devin Munn at Nikita Ray, I probably own over 100, maybe even over 200 books. So even if I can't go to the library, I have a slate of books I own that I can read. Let's see here. Jordan MacArthur, which celebrities have you met? Which celebrities would you like to meet? Well, I don't think, I mean, Lea Salonga I met at a meet and greet. Other than that, I've not met, like, I've been in the vicinity of a lot of different celebrities, but it's never been like, hello, nice to meet you, not like that. Like when I went to the, I'm sure I've told this story like in different videos, but I went to the BET Awards in 2016 because I was a seat filler and I was literally seated right next to Chloe and Halle, and then I was sitting right behind Beyonce's mom. So that's an instance where I didn't technically like meet them. Like, I know I said hi to Chloe and Halle because that was just like awkward to just sit there and not say anything, but like I did not engage with Miss Tina at all. But that's kind of like an instance of me being in the vicinity of celebrities, but not necessarily like meeting them per se. In terms of which celebrities would I like to meet? I don't know. I would like to meet Tracy Ellis Ross. That'd be really cool. Oh, I'd love to meet Janet Jackson. Maybe Sarah Paulson. I'd love to meet Sarah Paulson. Henry Golding. I would love to meet Henry Golding. Alfred Enoch. Love to meet Alfred Enoch. Now I'm just going for like the celebrities that I like have like a celebrity crush on. Let's see. Darren Criss I think would be cool. I'd like to meet Darren. Ryan Murphy. At Ryan Murphy, hire me. I will do whatever you want me to do. Like, hire me. Yeah, I'll just end it there. Stefan, one of my favorite quotes / signatures from the IMDb message boards, RIP, don't judge a book by its movie. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the topics that were suggested. Have you seen The Boys on Amazon Prime? No. I don't even know what you're talking about. Fairly literary, so no, I have not seen it. Have you seen Superbad Junior, aka Good Boys? Is that the new movie with Jacob Tremblay? If it is, I have not seen it yet. I only saw one movie this weekend, and it was Blinded by the Light. But no, I have not seen that movie yet. I'm trying to organize my thing here for a sec. Okay. Yesterday, and then Fairly Literary also says yesterday was the 12th anniversary of the movie Superbad. Okay, well, there you go. Okay, Vincenzio Lucia, Vincent, maybe we can talk about the new upcoming live action Disney movies and also which ones we're excited for as well. Okay, well, I know in terms of like upcoming live action Disney movies, we have Little Mermaid, and then we have Mulan. Let's see, I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head though. Have to look this up. Okay, I'm gonna go on Collider right now. Oh, okay, so like we said, there's wow, Little Mermaid, Mulan. They also have Maleficent, Mistress of Evil with Angelina Jolie. Okay, this list apparently says like Lady and the Tramp is coming, which okay. Snow White apparently is something that's occurring. Cruella de Vil? What the hell? Okay, is this list like confirmed? Okay, this was a list that was made July 3rd, 2019. It's kind of hard to have like a concrete idea of really what's coming up, because I do know that Disney's version of Comic-Con, gosh, what is it called? It's like, I think it's called like D23. That like convention is coming up, and I know when that convention occurs, they're going to release like the upcoming slate. But I'm just going off of here. So what I'm saying may or may not be correct, but because I'm like seeing here that there's like a list of like movies that I didn't even know people were coming, like they were going to be doing like a live action of. Okay, so according to this list that I'm looking at, it says here we have Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, that's coming out October 18th, 2019. Mulan, coming out March 27th, 2020. Lady and the Tramp has a release date TBA. The Little Mermaid has a release date TBA. Snow White, TBA. Cruella, TBA. Pinocchio, TBA. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, TBA. Prince Charming, TBA. Oliver Twist, TBA. James and the Giant Peach. Oh, that's really interesting. I used to intern at this production company that because the production company was at the time working on a Disney related project. So that's why when I interned there, their offices were at the Disney lot, and one of my assignments at the time was to come up with Disney related movies that Anne Hathaway would be interested in starring in. And I did not suggest James and the Giant Peach, but my boss was like, oh, maybe she'd like James and the Giant Peach. So that's why I was like, oh, that's funny. I don't know if Anne Hathaway's gonna be in that, but Tink, Peter Pan, The Sword and the Stone, Lilo and Stitch, and then that's the end of that list. I mean, are any of you like excited about these upcoming live action Disney movies? Because I feel like there are a lot of them that have been coming out, and I do wonder if we're kind of like live action Disneyed out. I mean, it doesn't really matter because they're gonna keep coming either way, but let me see, what are you guys saying here? Nikita Ray, who asked for Lady and the Tramp? Stefan, I remember hearing that Emma Stone is going to play Cruella de Vil. Yes, actually, on this list here for Cruella, it says cast Emma Stone and Emma Thompson. Emma Stone is attached to anchor as Cruella de Vil. I don't know what Emma Thompson is doing, but yeah. You're right about that. Jordan MacArthur, who are 3 people, celebs, or historical figures that you would invite for a roundtable discussion, and what would you talk about? Mine would be Marlene Dietrich, Antonio Gotti, and Nosferatu. Wow. Gosh, what a question. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. Gfoil 69. Oh, hey, Gfoil 69. It's been a while. The Boys is an awesome deconstruction of the superhero genre, which also being a mirror to our celebrity craze society with some social justice and Me Too editorials thrown in. Very gory, but good. Let's see here. Okay, Julia Roberts. I am not interested in any of these live action movies. I hated Lion King. Jordan MacArthur, hard pass on live action movies. Okay. Devin Munn, for me, no. It's a bunch of greedy execs remaking almost all of their films and cashing in for easy money. Devin Munn at Julia Roberts, I feel ya. Like a shot-for-shot remake is one of the most pointless ideas ever. Keen Lagerfeld, we need Electra as Cruella. LMAO. The category is PETA. Oh my god, that'd be really funny. I could actually see Electra as, like, Cruella. Travi K, thank you for your donation. Again, you guys, do not feel the need to donate. But Travi K, thank you so much. Ever considered reacting to Killing Eve? I actually have. Just not at the moment because, well, I just finished Handmaid's Tale. Pose I'm finishing up this week, and then I think in about a week or two, American Horror Story is gonna be coming out again, and then I know later this year, The Crown is coming out. So, maybe I was thinking, because I'm going to be going to the Philippines in January again, while I'm away, that could potentially just be something that I pre-record, and then I just start releasing those videos while I'm away, so that there's something that's coming out while I'm gone. But, yeah, I heard Killing Eve is, like, a really, really great show, so never say never. Geek with Glasses, I was really excited for Mulan, but now I'm a bit confused since what the actor said about what's happening in Hong Kong. Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't really followed that. I just read the headline that we should be boycotting Mulan now because the actress apparently, like, sides with Hong Kong police or government or something. I'm not too informed about that particular issue, but yeah, I kind of just glazed past that. Vincent, I think I remember that there was going to be a live action Prince Charming movie. I wonder who will play Prince Charming. Yeah, me too. Gosh, watch them, like, cast, like, Noah Centineo or something. If this was, like, the 2000s, like, easy person to cast would be, like, James Marsden or something. You know what I mean? Because wasn't James Marsden, he was, like, a prince in, Ella Enchanted, right? Yeah. Julia Roberts' Lion King came and went. Yeah, it really did. I feel like people were expecting Lion King to be this big moment, and, like, I don't think it, like, had the lasting power that people were expecting it to have. Keen Lagerfeld, we need an Atlantis live action Zendaya as Kida. I've seen that on Twitter. Patricia Ozza, the Disney movies produced by Whitney Houston and Deborah Martin Chase are the best Disney movies. Stephen Panama, are you going to buy Disney Plus in November? No. Julia Roberts, I wish they'd come up with something new. We all wish they'd come up with something new. Devin Munn, there's some riots going on and the police have been very harsh towards protesters and she supported them. Oh, okay. Geek with Glasses, I'm not that informed on it either, but it does rub me the wrong way. Stefan, speaking of the international travel, what tips do you have for buying cheap international airline tickets? I'm hoping finally to go to Europe in a few months and would love any advice. Ooh, I mean, normally we book through, like, a travel agent. I know there's, like, okay, I watch a lot of, like, different travel vloggers, and in some of, like, those travel vlogs, they, like, promote, I forget what the website is, but there's, like, certain websites that you could go on that would give you, like, cheaper options. Like, they would, like, it's like basically like when you look up different price points for hotels, and you know how they'll like gather all the information and then you'll see all of them, like, right next to each other, and you could kind of decide, like, ooh, which one do I want to stay at. I heard they have something like that for flights. I don't unfortunately know off the top of my head what the name of that website is, but I know they exist. Yeah, I guess, yeah, sorry, Stefan, I really don't know. But we usually go through like a travel agent and they kind of like do all the work. Julia Roberts, James Marsden was Enchanted with Amy Adams, right? Amazing film. Amy is amazing. See, and that was kind of like an original idea too. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but we're in the age of franchise right now and remakes. So Jazz, I don't think the actress actually supports the police. She probably just has to say that since she's a celebrity. Julia Roberts, the only thing Zendaya needs to be is in an acting class. I mean, I feel like I haven't seen too much of like Zendaya's acting. I know she was in Euphoria, which a lot of people want me to watch. I'm not going to be watching that for obvious reasons, but I haven't seen enough of Zendaya's work to like really judge her acting ability. I mean, I did watch Spider-Man Homecoming, not the second one, but the first one, but she didn't really do too much in that movie. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Zendaya as an actress. Devin Munn at Jazz. Yeah, I saw some person making a theory that she was forced to. Gemini, I really don't blame the Mulan actress for being in favor of the Hong Kong police. I'm sure she's scared of what would happen to her if she wasn't in their favor after what happened with Fan Bingbing. Ooh. Jordan MacArthur, what is your favorite Filipino dish? Beef steak. I love beef steak. I love sinigang. Beef sinigang specifically. I love pancit palabok, dinuguan, and lechon kawali. I like that as well. So Patricia De Aza, Airbnb, Geek with Glasses at Julia Roberts. What? She's so good. Watch Euphoria and you'll see how good her acting is. Jazz at Gemini, exactly. I doubt she's actually supportive. Stefan, Enchanted 2 supposedly is still happening, even though it's been like 12 years. LOL, Julia Roberts at Geek with Glasses. I can't see it. Geek with Glasses at Julia Roberts. Oh no, it's really good. Julia Roberts at Stefan, OMG, Zombieland 2. Devin Munn, Euphoria looks pretty interesting, but I also want to see the show it's credited to be based on, but I'm also confused on that. Jazz, any theories on what Handmaid's Tale Season 4 will be about? Gosh, I don't know. I'm going to assume we're going to see the repercussions of, you know, what June and the ladies did. I don't want to say any spoilers, but, yeah. Repercussions. Keen Lagerfeld, have you seen Normani's video for motivation? No, not yet, because I'm going to be making a reaction review video to that music video. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I think it should be coming out tomorrow, though, but, yes, I have not seen it yet. Julia Roberts at Geek with Glasses. Nah, I've seen it, and I still think her acting is mediocre. Stormy, what's your favorite superhero? I'm not really much of a superhero person. I don't know. I don't really have an answer for that. I'm not emotionally invested in superheroes like the rest of the world apparently is. So, Stormy, favorite animal? I don't know, a dog. Gemini, did anyone see that fake leaked D23 movie list? The moment I saw Dumbo 2, I knew it was fraudulent, LMAO. I saw people tweeting that out, but I did not take a peek at it because people were saying it was fake. Devin Munn, because the creator said he based it off his own teen experiences, so I'm like, is it actually based off of or just shares the same name and similar concepts? Travi K, how are you with horror movies? I only like watching horror movies with people. Like, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, such and such is out, let me go watch it by myself. I have to go with, it's usually like the same person that I go to watch a horror movie with. And I have to like, it has to like look remote, like it has to look interesting from like a story perspective. I don't really do the best in horror movies. Like, I'm pretty much like this the entire time. But of the ones that I have seen, I've seen like the Conjuring series, except I didn't watch any of the spin-offs. I saw Sinister and I saw It. It's pretty much the only horror movies I saw. Did you watch the Scream ones? No, I didn't. The TV show was alright. Julia Roberts, I'm hella happy about Zombieland 2. The first came out when I was in middle school. Geek with Glasses at Julia Roberts, what episode have you watched? She's amazing. Julia Roberts, I don't think Zendaya is a bad actress. I think she's mediocre and gets parts because she's attractive. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to go back to, okay, so, oh, okay. Let's talk about, well, this is kind of like the last topic that was suggested for today. Stefan. Stefan wants updates on your podcast. So for the podcast, we're still going. We're still a work in progress. My co-host, I haven't met with my co-host in like 2.5 weeks because she has actually been out of the country traveling because it was her birthday last week and she went to, gosh, where did she go? I think she like went to Costa Rica with her boyfriend, like on a cruise. So she's been gone. But we are, you know, still making that podcast. The reason why we haven't come out with like, the reason why we haven't to have a good chunk of them in the bank before we start to release them, because I know personally from experience that as soon as like you announce, oh, this is something that you can expect every week, like people expect that, and once the train starts to move, like you gotta keep going. So we don't want to put ourselves in a position where we're like where we get behind or where we feel the need to rush an episode out for the sake of like having an episode out because we promise that we're gonna have an episode out, if that makes sense. Like we want to stay ahead of the curve in some form or another. So that's why we have not released any episodes yet. We do have a title. We've had a title for like the longest time. We already recorded an episode. I edited an episode that's like a rough draft. Yeah, it's kind of where we're at. And we already watched the second movie that we're going to be talking about. We just haven't had the time to come together and record our thoughts on that movie. I'm trying to think, what else can I say about the pod? I just want to say our intro to the podcast, like, you know, when you like, I would say there's some podcasts where they don't necessarily like have a theme, like a theme song, but our opening theme song is like, it's so epic. Like, I can't even believe like we created that. Like I am so proud of it. It's so funny, but it's like very on theme with our podcast. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But it's coming. It's going to come out eventually. Believe me. Let's see here. Steffi, whenever I come out of LA, I'm dragging you to a horror movie. On a side note, I saw Sinister for the first time last night. Oh my gosh. What were your thoughts on that, Stefan? Because Sinister, whoo, that scared me. That scared me. Geek with glasses. I'm sad because I understand why HBO is getting boycotted, but it's sad that amazing shows aren't being watched because of the network's poor decisions. Well, they're poor decisions that they stuck by. So, Bouncing Soul 1987. Hey there, old Black Mirror friend. Hope you're doing well. Love your content. Thanks, Bouncing Soul 1987. Appreciate Oz. I think Whitney Houston was supposed to be playing Rita on Oliver and Company before. Stefan, not sure if I've ever said this, but I love your remix of the Stranger Things theme at the end of your review videos for that show. Thanks. I actually got that from SoundCloud. It's from an artist named, I think his name is like Julian Avila, I believe. FYI guys, if you like any of the music that is featured in any of my videos, I post in the description box a link to like the specific song, and if it's not the specific song, I will always link to the artist's like page. So if you're ever interested in like any of the songs that I use in my videos, you could find it there in the description box. Let's see here. Stefan, I thought Sinister was a bit long, but overall very well done. Very good. Gemini, I'm so ready for this podcast. I need something else to listen to at work. Yes, I'm really excited to like have it out eventually, because I feel like I've just been talking about it for so long with you guys, and I don't, hopefully, like, I haven't, like, hyped it up too much, and then you guys listen to it and you're like, "Mwah, mwah, it sucks." But, I'm excited. I mean, I love, like, if I haven't, if you didn't already know, the basic conceit of, the podcast is it's my friend and I talking about, divas on film, and each episode we essentially, like, talk about a particular movie that starred a particular diva, and we kind of like deconstruct the movie, and we talk a little bit about how that movie impacted the diva's career and whatnot, because I feel like there's so many different podcasts where it's like men talking about like superhero movies or sports movies. Actually, that's kind of how I got inspired to do this Diva podcast, because I watched Kevin Costner's baseball movie called Bull Durham, and I wanted to listen to like a review of it or just get other people's thoughts about the movie, because that's just something I tend to do. Whenever I watch something, I want to know what other people are thinking about it. So I went on the podcast app and I searched Bull Durham, and the first thing that popped up was this podcast that was oriented around these guys talking about sports movies. And I was thinking to myself, gosh, it would be so fun wouldn't it be nice if there was something like this that existed for diva movies? And I was like, you know what? You should make it. So that's kind of the backstory of how I came up with the podcast. And then I approached my friend and she was like, sure, I'll do it with you. But I don't know, how did I get on this topic? Well, anyways, that's how the podcast came to be, and hopefully when it does come out, you guys will be excited about it. Let's see here. Geek with Glasses, I know they stuck by them and I'm so disappointed in them. Why could they not just make rational and decent decisions and not be idiots? Jordan MacArthur, Perfume is an underrated film. Devin Munn at Gemini, I want to get back into podcasts, but my phone doesn't have enough space, and I'm trying to save space on my tablet, but apparently my mom is going to get a new phone. I recently listened to one of my close friends was on. Patricia Oz, I also find the fine remix from your Whitney movie gift box unboxing. Hopefully the remix was on YouTube too. I think it should be. If not, it's on SoundCloud. Drew M, new subscriber here. If you are a Marvel fan, they have said that X-Men vs. Avengers will come out mid-2020. Bouncing Soul 1987, what is your favorite Michael Jackson song? Oh, that's hard. I usually say it's Human Nature. That's always kind of like my go-to answer for that. But, you know, sometimes it may change depending on the mood. I also really enjoy I Can't Help It off of Off the Wall. I really like Liberian Girl from Bad. I guess I'll just say like a song that I like at the moment from every album. So I said I Can't Help It from Off the Wall, Human Nature from Thriller, Liberian Girl from Bad, Remember the Time from Dangerous. From History, I will say Tabloid Junkie, really good one. Tabloid Junkie. And then from Invincible, I'll say Butterflies. Jam Rock, for your podcast, could we know who the diva is each week so we can watch it before it comes out? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, I think that would be like a reasonable thing for us to give out before, so we could like give you, it's sort of like a homework assignment. Like if you want to listen, if you want to like participate in class discussion, this is the diva and this is the movie we will be discussing for the next episode. Yeah, I could talk about it with my friend to see if, I'm sure she'll say, yeah, that's a reasonable thing to release. But yeah, thank you for that suggestion. Gemini, to be honest, Devin, the best way to save podcasts is through SoundCloud Go. It saves so much space since it's just an audio file. Jazz, don't know if you answered this, but do you watch The Walking Dead? No, I don't. Gemini, oh, okay, I've had this in my head for a few days, and I've been waiting until the stream to ask since you're a stan. Is there not a P.Y.T video? I could have sworn there was a video, but I can't find it. I don't think there is an official P.Y.T video. I'm sure, I think there may have been like a weird sort of like collage-y kind of video where I don't know. I know for a fact though he never made like an official, like, you know, when we think of like Michael Jackson music videos, like full on like dancers and sets and costume changes, he never made a video for P.Y.T. However, they may have done like a weird thing where they just like kind of put clips together from different things and then like put the song over it and was like, it's a music video. They may have done that, but as far as official music video, no, there is none. Patricia De Aza, you know Tommy Mottola was also tried to sabotage Mariah Carey from making Jennifer Lopez popular. Jordan MacArthur, for your podcast, you should post a song or video clip to tease each Diva episode. Ooh, you guys are coming with really good ideas. Okay, we can do that too. Gosh, I wish I could show you guys like our theme song is. The theme song honestly is like the thing I'm most excited about. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, I would say we, like, out of all the podcasts I listen to, and I'm not being biased or anything, maybe just a little bit, we have the best theme song. But yeah, we could definitely do that. Actually, you know what? I should like type this like as an additional note so I could report back to my friend. So Jordan suggested post a song or video clip to tease each Diva episode. And then there was a suggestion earlier, releasing info about who the Diva is / what the movie is before we release the episode. Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Let's see here. Bouncing Soul 1987, Black or White. Thank you for your response. Devin Munn at Jazz. I don't think she hasn't talked about it in any of her vids. Geek with Glasses. Oh, this is like erotic book club. It's a college humor podcast where it's like a book club but for erotica, and it's really funny because they go through how bad they are and it's all one big joke. LOL. Gemini, wow, can't believe there isn't a video. A missed opportunity. Yeah, a missed opportunity. Madeline Black, hello. Keen Lagerfeld, love that video of Tony and Babyface improvising over piano. Wait, Keen, do you follow me on Twitter? Because I tweeted that the other day, and I'm assuming you saw my tweet? What's your Twitter? Keen, what's your Twitter? Gemini, podcast question as well. Does Mariah Carey and Precious count as a Diva movie, or does the Diva have to be the central focus? I think we counted that. And like, there's some movies where like we've acknowledged that there's like multiple divas in a movie. So what we might have to do is like, I may be specifically discussing like, okay, if we were doing like, for example, Waiting to Exhale, okay, obviously that movie stars like Whitney and Angela and Loretta Devine and Leela Rashawn. Like, I would probably take Whitney. I would take Whitney and Loretta Devine, and then my friend would talk about Angela and Leela Rashawn, and we would kind of like gauge it from there. I think that would kind of be our strategy. So I know with like Precious, at least, you have Monique and Mariah and Gabourey Sidibe, so we would acknowledge all of the women. Let's see. Madeline Black, do you have a Patreon? No, I do not, but my friend and I are planning on doing a Patreon for the podcast. Jeremy Miller, Breakfast Club, Power, or Joe Rogan, they're both great. Patricia De Aza, did you watch Got to Be Real before the parody show was similar to the Legends panel, but that all about divas like Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin, and many more divas? Yes, I haven't seen every episode of Got to Be Real or the Legends panel, but I've seen a couple of them, and they're very funny. Jamrock at Gemini, Mariah was a central focus on glitter, which we will be discussing. We will be discussing glitter. That's a fact. Keen Lagerfeld, I'm at SwaggerBot17 on Twitter. Do you follow me? Do I follow you? SwaggerBot17. I'll look for it on my phone once this is done. Jeremy Miller. Did you hear about the Mulan actress? What was she thinking? Makes me worried about the movie when it shouldn't. Yes, we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but yes, I did hear about that. Keen Lagerfeld at Gemini, that could be a separate segment, like Diva cameos. Geek with Glasses, oh, I saw your tweet about the new Emilia Clarke Christmas movie, so on a scale from 1 to 10, how here for it are you? I am a 10. I am a 10. I'm very excited for it. I mean, like, the fact that Emma Thompson wrote it, I'm like, okay, I'm very excited about this. And she, like, I believe Emma Thompson was actually nominated for an Oscar for something she had written before. I don't know what that is off the top of my head, but I mean, it's Emma Thompson, and she's in the movie too. She plays Emilia Clarke's mom. And even though I didn't really watch Game of Thrones, I've only seen the first season. I mean, Emilia Clarke, I'm here for her, and obviously I am here for Henry Golding always. So there's that, and it's like a Christmas movie and features the music of George Michael, and what's her face is in it too. Oh my god, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Michelle Yeoh is in it. There's been like a lot of theories already online based off of the trailer. That the theory is people think Henry Golding's character is actually like Emilia Clarke's guardian angel. That's why in the trailer you never really see him interact with other people aside from Emilia Clarke, and that's also the reason why he's essentially like wearing the same clothes in all the scenes that they showed in the trailer. And people were saying it relates to the lyrics of Last Christmas, because there's a lyric in that song that says, "Last Christmas I gave you my heart," so people think like his, like, the Henry Golding character essentially like died and his heart was given to Emilia Clarke's character, because also in the trailer they say that Emilia Clarke's character had like an accident where she had to go to the hospital. So that's the theory on that. And yeah, okay, so let's see here. Drew M. What was the Ocean's movie where it was all women? Oh, Ocean's 8, which I did a movie review on if you want to check that out. Keen Lagerfeld, Got to Be Real is hilarious. Whitney only appears via voicemail. I know. Really funny. Didn't, like, they released, like, a Got to Be Real episode, like, around the time when Whitney died, and, like, she called in, like, via voicemail. It was, like, kind of funny. Gemini, yes, I can't wait for the Precious episode. Whenever down the line that comes, just rewatched the other day. That movie gets sadder the older I get. Joel Escaline, hello everyone. Jeremy Miller, you probably answered this, but did you see that Cats trailer looks so bad it's good? Probably watching it anyways. Yes, I did. So excited to watch it because of the trailer. Patricia De Aza, ooh, Diva cameos like Whitney Houston on Nora's Salon, Jennifer Lewis. Drew M, if Kate Blanchett made a movie, I would see it 10 times just based off of her. Geek with Glasses, right, looks so good. The trailer kind of gave away a lot of the plot, but I don't care. I'll watch it. Yeah, same. Jeremy Miller, excited for Last Christmas. Hope I'm not distracted by Emilia Clarke's eyebrows. LOL. Jordan MacArthur, Michelle Yeoh is the GOAT. Love all of her movies, and it's nice that she can expand beyond martial arts movies. She has an amazing acting range. Joel Escaline, I'd love to see them do a And Then There Were None movie. I'm waiting for a good murder mystery. Appreciate Oz, it's not a voicemail, it's via Skype on the first episode of Got to Be Real. Stefan, for whatever reason, I've been rewatching clips from Precious a lot lately. It's a shame that Monique hasn't done more dramatic roles. Yeah, we'll definitely be discussing. I believe I already put that movie on the list of movies we want to talk about. My friend and I, for the podcast, we have like a shared Google Drive, and like I made this like mega master list, and it's like not even of all the movies, because there's some divas I know that like we forgot about, but I know, let me see if I could actually, I'm not going to show you guys the list, but let's see here. Do you guys have any diva movies that you could recommend for us to talk about? Because, oh no, why is it like not working? Because that would, you know, I'm open for suggestions. Okay. If you guys want to recommend anything. Oh shit, okay, wait a second. Sorry, I'm trying to get into... Next. All right. Sorry about that. Got a little distracted there. Oh God. Okay, wait a second. Where is she? Okay. I'm trying to pull up my list here. Where is it? Oh gosh, where is that list? Did I not share it? Sorry guys, wait a second. Oh, here, okay. I don't know why I didn't, okay, well, let's see, what have you guys been saying? Devil Wears Prada, we have that already. Jordan MacArthur for Colored Girls, we have that already. Geek with Glasses, Beyonce, and Austin Powers, we have that. Jeremy Miller, 13 going on 30, we have that. Jamrock, Roger and Hammerstein, Cinderella, starring Brandy and Whitney, we have that. Drew M. Maleficent, I know it's Disney, but it's Angelina Jolie. We have that, I believe. Let me see. Oh, you know what? We don't have that. Okay, well, I'll make sure to add that. Let me see here. Rory, Diva recommendation, Burlesque. Funny you mentioned Burlesque, Rory, because that's the next movie we're going to be talking about on the podcast that we're recording. We only recorded one episode so far, but the next one is going to be Burlesque. I honestly don't even know if, like, the order in which we're recording this, like, that's actually, it's, like, going to come out. The first movie we actually recorded, it was My Best Friend's Wedding for Julia Roberts. And I don't know if that one is going to be the first one that comes out. But, yeah, but Burlesque is, we technically are, like, in the process of doing that. Jordan MacArthur, A Family That Prays, okay. Gemini, the most important question is whether Cheetah Girls is going to be split into 3 separate podcasts or one, because, woo, Chile, that third one is bottom of the barrel. Oh, no, yeah, when we do Cheetah Girls, we're gonna do, like, one episode for the first movie, and then another episode down the line will be for the second movie, and then another episode down the line will be for the third movie. So yeah, it's not gonna all be lumped together. Jeremy Miller on 13, that Jennifer Garner movie. Patricia Asa, Meet the Fuckers, Barbara Streisand was in that movie. Jamrock, Kathy Bates in Misery, okay. Drew M. Dolores Claiborne, Jeremy Miller, I Can't Stand It, but Mamma Mia. Yeah, I think we have Mamma Mia in there. JJ, Aaron Brockovich, yes, we have that. Jordan MacArthur, August Osage County, yeah, I think we have that, yeah. Geek with Glasses, I'm sorry, Cheetah Girls 3 is low-key iconic. Gemini, It's Over, deserves her own episode, to be honest, a 90s ballad to the T. Yeah, these are all great suggestions. I feel like I have a good chunk of these already in here. But yeah. Ooh, guys, get excited, man. Get excited. Get excited. Let's see, how much time do we have? All right, well, we're kind of nearing the hour mark right now. I guess I could be here for like about 5 more minutes and then I'll call it a night. Whatever you guys want to talk about or discuss is fair game as of right now. Jeremy Miller, Freaky Friday, the remake is great. I think we already have Freaky Friday in there. We might have that listed actually underneath as Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. Monster-in-Law, Jordan MacArthur, I'm Excited, Doggo Man, 2006, Balderas, Bisis, Joel Escaline, Proud Family reboot. Yeah, I heard the Proud Family reboot was coming up in Disney Plus, right? Nikita Ray review every Hilary Duff movie ever. Oh, we have Hilary Duff here. Don't you worry. We have Cadet Kelly, Agent Cody Banks, Lizzie McGuire movie, A Cinderella Story, Raise Your Voice. She's there. She is present on the list. Gemini, does Parent Trap count? That feels like a stretch, but it's also an amazing film. No, we have Parent Trap. We have Parent Trap. We've, like, honestly, like, I kind of feel like the term diva is, like, very loosely interpreted here on the podcast. Like, I mean, we're gonna cover, like, very obvious divas, right? Like, and actually, I'm looking at my list here, and the way that I categorized the divas, it's, like, based on, like, what kind of diva they are. So, like, I have, like, a section here called Pop Star Divas. And then I have a section here called Acting Divas, Musical Theater Divas, Childhood Nostalgia Divas, Diva Biopics, Diva Docs, special one-off projects of divas, and then we even have a section here for divos. So yeah, we run the whole gamut here when it comes to how we define what a diva is. But yeah, get excited. Jeremy Miller, Easy A is a good one. I love Emma Stone in that. Patricia Day also, do you listen in other OPM divas aside from Leia? Not really. Not really. Joel Escaline, OMG, Cadet Kelly, Nikita Ray, Raise Your Voice was my fave. Jordan MacArthur, The Witches. What's The Witches? What is that? Who's in that movie? The Witches movie. Oh, okay. Angelica Houston. I've never heard of that one. Okay. Jennifer Satterfield, Proud Family reboot. Oh, you guys are really excited about this Proud Family reboot. Jeremy Miller, off topic, but did you watch Invader Dim the movies on Netflix? No, I didn't. Vincent, did you know that Halle Bailey finally breaks silence on The Little Mermaid? Outrage. I saw a little headline about it, but I didn't really read too much into it. Jordan MacArthur, Addams Family. Wow, Jordan, you must be an Angelica Houston fan, huh? Jennifer Satterfield, Regina George, Joel Escaline. I think Certain Men should count as a diva. Geek with Glasses, Advent, Senzia Lucia, OMG, What Did She Say? Stefan, The Witches is the fucking scariest kids movie ever made. My sister was traumatized by it, LOL. Geek with Glasses, isn't Cher in The Witches? Gemini, OMG, please tell me 21 Again counts as a diva movie. Oh my god, wait, 21 Again? Do you mean 17 Again with Tia and Tamara Mowry? I think that's what you mean, right? Not 21 Again. Wait. Yeah, Tia and Tamara Mowry were in 17 Again, right? Oh, can we talk about how when, in that movie, when the grandpa became a young man, in that movie, he was, like, really good looking. Gemini, oops, my bad, I meant 17 Again. Patricia Day also, did your mom listen to OPM Divas? I'm sure she did. Stefan, Angelica Houston is in The Witches. Jim Henson did some iconic makeup work. Nikita Ray, too bad you didn't do this podcast before A Star is Born. LOL, that would have been such a great episode. Well, we're still gonna do A Star is Born. We're probably gonna do, like, different episodes dedicated to, like, each respective A Star is Born. Just because, like, I feel like, for the most part, when we cover movies, the movies aren't necessarily, like, movies that are coming out right now. Like, there's gonna be, like, a good 90% of the movies we're gonna be covering are movies that were released, like, earlier. Jeremy Miller, would Step Up movies count? No. Jamrock, Chloe Moretz, and Kick-Ass. Drew M, Barbarella, and Monster-in-Law, Jane Fonda, and J-Lo. Jordan MacArthur, Death Becomes Her. Yes. I think we have that list on a movie on the list. Gemini, That De-Aged Grandfather Was Fine, an entire snack. I agree, Gemini. You and I both, girl. Geek with Glasses, OMG, Tia and Tamara, you guys have to do Twitches on the podcast. Yes, okay, we will make sure we do Tia and Tamara movies. Joel Escaline, the hot chick, has Tia and Tamara, Rachel McAdams, and Anna Faris. Stefan at Jordan MacArthur, yes, Death Becomes Her is Diva's epitomize. Jeremy Miller, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Drew M. See, that is why I'm glad that can't happen, because I would have slept with my hot granddad, unbeknownst to being related, of course. Keen Lagerfeld, 17, again, is the ish. Jennifer Satterfield, the Bring It On movies. Oh, yeah, we have Bring It On movies on there. Jamrock, Drew Barrymore, Never Been Kissed. Gemini, The New Little Woman is kind of a diva movie, but I guess that is too new, right? I mean, I guess that kind of, like, depends on, like, where we are in terms of like the podcast schedule. I'm sure I will at least talk about, I'm sure I will at least review Little Woman on my channel, but maybe like down the line, like in a couple weeks later, maybe I could see us doing a podcast episode related to Little Women. Nikita Ray, do some Vanessa Hudgens, lol. Gimme Shelter so much, she's so good in that movie. Jeremy Miller, A League of Their Own. Yes, we have A League of Their Own in there. Jordan MacArthur, Charlie's Angels. Yeah, I believe we have Charlie's Angels in there already. Jeremy Miller, what about High School Musical movies? Maybe. We have to get to the big divas as well before, like, you know, going off the beaten path here with what we define as a diva. Let's see, JJ Hocus, I'm assuming you mean Hocus Pocus when you said Focus Pocus on there, but yes, Hocus Pocus is on there. Gemini, Hustlers is also in the same kind of category as Little Women, yeah. Drew M, Emma Watson is a good actress as she knows what she wants. Jaden, do a classic like 13 Going on 30. Oh yeah, we will be doing 13 Going on 30. Actually, fun fact, guys, in, college, one of my professors was the producer of 13 Going on 30. So I should just like have her as a guest on the pod being like, so Donna, what was it like? But yeah, it's cool to see that you guys really enjoy 13 Going on 30, because we will definitely be doing that. Joel Escaline, Juno. Oh yeah. Actually, I feel like my friend Juno is very much like up her alley. Geek with Glasses, Legally Blonde. Yes, we have Legally Blonde on there already. Jaden, haha, special guest Donna. All right, well, let's call it a night, I guess. Because I feel like, you know, we're about like an hour. We're like an hour and 10 minutes already, essentially, into the podcast. But thank you guys for your diva suggestions for the movies. A lot of them that you suggested we already have on the list, but get excited, the podcast is coming. What else do I have to say? Look out for new videos this upcoming week. I'm gonna be reacting and reviewing Normani's music video. I'm gonna be doing a album review of an artist that I really enjoy. He just came out with a new album recently, so look out for that. And then I'm going to be doing my movie review on Blinded by the Light, and then Poe's reaction and review video for the finale of the season, and there might be a vlog coming out either this upcoming week or like on the weekend. But yeah, so there's that. And live stream should be, the next one should be on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jeremy Miller, Good Night will be on Podcast One or Spotify. It will be on Spotify. I believe Podcast One is a podcast network, and we are an independent podcast. So yeah, but eventually when the podcast comes out, it should be available to listen to wherever you listen to podcasts. So, yeah. All right. Well, thanks for spending your Sunday night with me for like an hour. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys in upcoming videos. Okay, bye. Thanks.